Up everyone, Chris Record here, and welcome to day 6 of the 90-day challenge. And today is extremely exciting because I have the opportunity to be able to bring out a guest trainer with me for day 6 here. Now, some of you may already know him, Damian Coughlin, and some of you may know him because this isn't his first time helping out in the tech academics community. He's done some exciting things with us, but the thing that you want to know more than anything is that Damian crossed an amazing milestone with his business. And one of the milestones with his business is he's actually done over watch this, over $400,000 so far in Shopify store sales, okay? That's an amazing, amazing milestone. Now, not only did he do that, since April 1st, Damian has already reached all 3 milestones in new sales. Okay, for the 90-day challenge, okay? Already reached all 3 milestones, okay? So he basically crushed out in just the first couple days, $100 in sales, $1,000 in sales, and even $10,000 in sales. So Damian is killing it. Damian has crushed out over $400,000 in sales. So I figured, why not bring him out as a guest? And so I hit him up and said, hey, Damian, you willing to share some value? Now listen, this is the 90-day challenge, which means that this value is free. And, you know, Damian's time is worth money. Okay, Damian's time is very, very valuable right now. Which do you think, which is better time for him to sit around and spend, you know, an hour with us right now, or for him to work on his store and spend an hour? Obviously, working on his stores. But he was willing to come here. We are at Tech Academics headquarters right now. He was willing to come here and willing to help out. So it's exciting. So I'm going to introduce him in just a second. Before I do, I'm going to go over here to the 90-day challenge. If you guys are watching live or if you are watching in the replay, you should be able to come up with the 90-day challenge. You should be watching live. It looks like people are just now jumping on. And so we're kind of giving the time to build up. Usually we have hundreds of people on. Numbers are just jumping up. And in the comments right here, can you guys go ahead and give me a confirmation? Say yes and yes if you can see my screen well and if you can hear me well. I always like to check volume. Go ahead and give me a yes and yes. And I'm going to show Damian here the comments that are coming in. So anytime we want, we click on this tab here, and we'll just be able to see the comments just flying in. So when we ask questions, they're going to be here, Damian. You can see yes and yes. People can, now they can't see us. They can see my screen and they can hear us. Got it. So you guys, we're excited. Who's excited to learn about Shopify selling strategies from someone who has generated over $400,000 with their store? Let me know who's fired up, who's pumped up, who's excited. Okay, and if you guys are following along in the notes, you'll notice that Damian, being the prepared guy he is, he's actually broken out a lot of notes on a lot of stuff he's going to cover today. So get ready, pull out your pen and paper, and take notes on what he doesn't type up. And of course, you're all going to get access to this document as well. So with that being said, with no further ado, I want to pass the mic and the screen over to a very good friend of mine, someone we like and love in the tech academics community, Mr. Damian Coughlin. Take it over, Damian.
Thanks, Chris. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. And thanks Tech Academics for inviting me down. I just live about 7 miles away, and it was a last-minute decision to come down. And, you know, that's the joy of being an entrepreneur. You know, every day is different. So an hour ago, I was scaling Facebook ads, and Chris was like, hey, I need you to jump on and provide some value to you guys. So I was like, no problem, let's do it. So I created some notes, guys, for you. And, you know, we're going to run down through some notes today. And I'm going to tell you, you know, basically my adventure in the past 6 months and how I've managed to, you know, implement processes and systems and find products and scale to the number that I have today. And, you know, I'm just going to look at the comments coming in. Thank you, Paulo CQ, Gabrielle, Lucky, Ronnie, thank you so much, guys. I hope you're all ready and you're getting ready to take down some notes, guys, right? So a quick introduction about me, okay? I started Shopify in November the 1st, right? And basically, no prior internet marketing knowledge, right? And literally, I came from a corporate background, so I always wanted to try something new, something different, right? Step outside of my comfort zone. And, you know, I admire you guys because you're taking the same steps that I did 6 months ago, right? So taking massive action. And that's the number one thing that I see between winners and people that stay stuck, at what they're doing, right? So it's all about taking massive action, right? So again, from a corporate background, and I became very good at working in corporate, but then I realized that there was a massive other world out there, right? A totally other different new age of social media and traffic, and that we could take advantage of this, right? So I joined up here with Chris and team and Techademics, and I started looking at strategies, and I got started straight away. I moved to Phoenix, Arizona. So I left San Francisco, moved to Phoenix, Arizona, and I connected with Lawrence Aponte and all the guys at the Marketer's Mansion, and that's how I became connected with like-minded individuals. So guys, a lot of you out there are probably working this thing on your own. I encourage you to surround yourself with other people, like-minded people, right? Maybe they're your friends, maybe they're people that you have connected on different forums, okay? So collaborate, right? So collaborate. Let's see, collaborate and enjoy the ride, right? We are stronger together than we are apart, right? That's very important, guys, right? I would not be where I am at today if I hadn't had the mentorship of Chris, Peter, Michael, Jim, Lawrence Aponte, Aaron Burden, and the list goes on and on. Ruslan, the list goes on, right? So each one of you watching today, guys, I want you to get your skill levels up and your fear levels down, right? That's so important in anything we do, right? Even in the gym, right? We're fearful that we're not going to hit our max bench, right? It's all about getting those skill levels up, because I can guarantee you guys, when you become, as you grow in your journey, build, grow, manage, as you build, grow, and scale your businesses, you're going to become an expert just like me, just like Chris, right? So this is a journey, guys, and we're building assets. So this is not something that, it's a quick cash and grab business. This is all about having assets so that down the line, we can flip or transfer, right? The next topic I want to discuss before I go into the actual nitty gritty is, you are your own yardstick, right? Okay? So just because you see me doing crazy numbers, you shouldn't feel like, why aren't you at that step, right? It's a Rome wasn't built in a day, right? That's just wasn't built, okay. And the last piece of advice, guys, and I think this is probably the most crucial bit, right? You guys, right, you're in a unique situation right now. You have Chris, who's generated millions and millions of dollars online, who spent thousands of dollars in Facebook ads, in researching products, in creating brands, in driving traffic, in networking with high-level individuals. You've got to take advantage of this, right? So if you're watching, you're not taking notes, or if you're watching and you're texting your friend, I encourage you guys to really pay attention, right? So as Chris mentioned at the start of the 90-day challenge, it's about three things. It's about building, growing, and scaling your online businesses, right? Okay. So that's just a quick introduction. Let me look at the comments and see what's going on right now. Amparo, Yvonne, thank you so much for your cooperation, guys. My accent is crazy. I've been in America 4 years and it still hasn't gone. So thank you so much, guys. Yeah, 150 people online. This is great, guys, okay? So let's go back to the notes. So let's see where we are. So products, guys, right? The most important thing, in my opinion, is products, right? Products are so crucial, guys, and a lot of people ask me what they should be selling, right? There are shirts, hoodies, tank, right? Summertime is coming, right? So you've got to really be testing products, right? So your hoodies, your posters, your necklaces, hats, beer sleeves, yoga mats. If you're not willing to test these products, guys, and you wonder why you're not making sales, you've got to really, you start to put inside a budget, right? You've got to be willing to say, okay, I haven't tested a hat yet, or I haven't tested a beer sleeve, or there's this yoga mat that I've been putting off testing, and I've seen it all over Facebook, I've seen it all over AliExpress, right? And the last thing, guys, is unique products always win, right? Unique products always win. I have a product right now that no one else in the entire world is selling. That's a fact. I have a unique product, and this product actually came about, right? So, let's see. I have a unique product. Where did I find? So guys, I found this at the ASD week, right? ASD week is a marketplace in Las Vegas where you can go and attend a trade show where suppliers basically showcase their talents, showcase their products, right? Now, the reason why this is winning for me, guys, is because no one has seen this before, right? So this gives me a competitive advantage. So I see a lot of newbies, and what they're doing is they're rehashing old designs. So a lot of new people sell the same thing, right, guys? Do not try and copy or sell what other people are selling, guys, unless it's a really viral product or it's new to market. Okay, so be creative, enter market at unique angle. All right. Okay. So guys, I will go into products more detail. I'll actually go into AliExpress later, and I will start doing some product research. But actually, maybe we can go into some right now, right? So Tapestry, right? Now, guys, Tapestry, right, is pretty unique product, okay? And what I liked about it is, number one, it's a customer match, right? So you can match this very easily through Facebook ads, right? So if you come down here and you're seeing all these creative designs, right? What you may do, right? What you may do is you may come in here and you may type orders, right? And you may say, oh, look, this has got 7,000 orders. I'm gonna sell this, right? No, actually that doesn't have e-packet, so I don't recommend selling any products without e-packet, right? E-packet is the destination delivery that we use, okay? So instead of you choosing this product, right, why don't you go up here and say newest, right? You want to sort by newest, okay? So now what's happening is you're getting the newest, right? You're getting the brand new designs, the new background, the new ad copy. So a lot of these designs are very, very nice, and they're easily targeted, right? You could target this Indian tapestry to people who love yoga and people who like traveling, right? So maybe like they're entrepreneurs, they like traveling, or they're basically students traveling the world, etc., like that, right? So we go down here. These are all brand new, right? They're all new to AliExpress, right? And in here we have an option. We can say, okay, e-packet from US, or where does it ship from? Do we want it from USA or China? We can say, show me only the ones with high rating. So you can do that, right? Like here's an interesting design, right? Elephant mandala design, right? So if you're in the yoga niche, this is a great product to sell, right? So I will go into product research more later, right? But again, guys, it's all about you. Let's go back to the notes, right? So don't be careless or sloppy in your market research, right? Spend time researching. Usually new products. All right. So because new products are going to give you a competitive advantage, right? So Facebook ads is auction based, right? So you're competing with other people, right? Competing with other marketers, right? for newsfeed, or let's say placement, right? Newsfeed or placement. So guys, the more unique your product is, and the more let's see what's going on here. So the more unique your product is, guys, the more Facebook is going to look at it and say, okay, I'm going to show this to more people. I'm going to give this product more reach. Okay. So again, guys, I'll go back to product research later. But if there's one thing I want to leave you with on this topic for now, right, is that 4 P's, right? 4 P's of marketing, right? Product, price, place, promotion, right? Okay. And in my opinion, the most important is product, right? Because when you have a product, the targeting is actually pretty easy. I've kind of learned the targeting really good. The biggest thing people have a problem with is actually the product, right? Finding the product, finding uniqueness, finding a good supplier, etc. Right? Now I'm just going to go back to the comments now, and let's say, okay, is it okay to sell something that has no sales record? So Nurel, is it okay to sell something that has no sales record? I mean, if it's a new product, if it's brand new, it mightn't have sales so far, right? But what I recommend, Nurel, is basically, right, is taking the product and actually putting it onto your fan page, okay? So putting the product onto your fan page and getting some engagement, getting some feedback from your fans, right? And if you don't have fans, you know, you've got to really, like, maybe do some research into Amazon, Etsy, and I'll go through all the different types of marketplaces later, okay? Yeah, Amparo's right. It's your unique selling proposition, unique selling point, okay? Thanks, Gerard. Thank you so much for all the comments, guys, okay? So let's continue, right? So one of the things you guys starting off, so remember, we're in the build stage, okay? We're in the build stage. We're building these assets. It's like a house with a good foundation. We want to have everything really good before we engage in growing, before we engage in scaling, before we engage in automation, right? So fan pages, right? So I'm going to call the fan pages our individual, my typing is terrible, individual assets, right? Now, the reason why I do one fan page per product or per niche is because, so I run a generic store, and so let's see, I run a generic store. I have multiple fan pages. I want to have a direct relationship with each customer, right? Customer is king and is an important part of your organic sales. Okay, guys? So I want you guys, when you're selling a product, so say you're selling a yoga product, right? So say you sell a yoga ball, create a yoga page. Okay, because down the line, guys, what's going to happen is that say you start with generic store. You may find a winning niche, right? Then you can use all right. So once you find a winning niche, guys, you can use that fan page as basically an asset to drive your niche store, if that makes sense, guys, right? So another thing, guys, when it comes to fan pages, right? So I actually think that fan pages, guys, people don't put enough work into them. So you got to post content, right? Post content, tell a story, understand who your customer is, right? So the more you know your customer, the more you're able to target a product to the customer, okay? Engage, build, report, right? Okay? So I have a fan page right now growing at 3,500 fans a week without any ads, without any what's the word I'm looking for? So I'm not running page likes, without any fans a week, without. So the reason why I'm getting 3,500 fans, guys, is because I'm basically using very engaging content, and I'm finding videos, finding viral content, right? Tag, share, right? So what I'm doing is I'm asking my initial customer base to share and tag the content that I'm posting, right? And what happens over time is that your fans become your content generator, okay? So that's very important, guys, right? So when you're setting up these individual fan pages, the more value you give, right? So the value you give is in direct proportion to the value or engagement you get in return, okay? Proportional, man. Chris is, okay. So that's fan pages, guys. Please, actually, yeah, one question for you guys is make sure you add a suitable profile and cover photo, okay? Also add a brief description about who you are and your vision. Add a shop now button. Because when you add a shop now button, guys, when people land on your page, so when people go to your fan page, they can click the shop now button, okay? So that's going to bring you, like right now, that's bringing me about 5% of my total sales is actually coming from the shop now button. All right. Okay. So let me, if you don't know where that is, let me try and show you. Let's go here and let's go to, let's see, there's any fan pages. So I'll go here to Go Horse Lover. So basically, guys, you see the way Chris has this lovely shop button, right? So when people go to the page and they see, okay, nice picture, it's a nice cover photo, and they're coming down, they're reading, they're engaging. Yeah, they're liking the comments, very good engagement, nice video. It's going to see all the likes and shares. This is organic traffic, guys. This is what it's all about, okay? Okay? This is exactly why Chris is good at marketing, right? Because he knows the content to put out, right? And, he's got the Shop Now button. So when you install the Shop Now button, guys, it's going to have these carousel type product images, okay? So that's, I hope that was helpful, guys, right? So just test the button. You can test the button. You can put in your shop URL. So what's going to happen is you'll edit the button, and then you put in the shop URL of your Shopify store, okay? And maybe you have a generic store. Maybe your Shopify store is generic. So what I do is I put in, like damiansshop.com/collections/horse, and then it's going to send them to the actual horse collection, right? Okay. So be innovative, right? Be innovative. Okay. So that's fine, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about, guys, is ad copy. And ad copy is very important, right? So what I like to call is, I like to call the call to action, right? So look, took, and hook, right? So 3 stages to engaging and gathering a customer attention, right? Okay. Okay. So the first stage is look. Okay. So guys, so basically, right, you are competing for news feed space, right? Okay. You want to catch the customer's attention. Okay. So the first step is look, right? If you have a great product, but if people aren't looking at the product, you have a problem, okay? So to start the first stage, right, which is look, right? Here's how I usually do it, right? My first line in the ad copy is, are you a horse lover, right? Okay. So are you a horse lover? First of all, I'm saying I'm engaging with my customer. I'm saying, okay, are you a horse lover? Because I'm a horse lover as well. Okay, let's be friends, or let's connect. Let me show you what I have. Okay. So what I'll say is, horse lovers are going crazy over our limited supply of hoodies. Okay. These are not sold in stores. Okay. So that's the look, right? I want to tell them that, hey, are you a horse lover? And then I'm saying, hey, horse lovers, right? Because I'm saying that other people like you are going crazy over our limited supply of hoodies, right? So here I'm promoting scarcity. So I'm saying that we have a limited supply of hoodies, right? Because technically we do, because we are a print-on-demand fulfillment company, right? So what I'll do is I'll say, and here's the thing, a lot of the customers, right? A lot of the customers, they don't know how ads are structured, right? So you'll see a lot of people commenting like, how do I buy this? Okay, so let me just finish off this first. Okay, so these are not sold in stores, and then I'll put in the grab one. All right, grab one. Okay, and then I'll put in the URL. Okay, and then the last piece is tag, share with someone who would love. Okay. Now, here's the thing, guys. Right. Also, add in relevant emojis. Okay. Now, the reason why emojis are important is because they elicit a response. They elicit a customer response, right? So let's go to maybe here and go to emoji. Emoji horse. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll copy the emoji and I'll come back into here and I'll say, are you a horse lover? Boom, all right? So now what I'm doing is I'm making the ad copy kind of more interactive, more fun, right? So I think these ad copies are working for me, right? So it's something you should look at. Be creative, right? Don't just put the same thing. Try and stand out with your ad copy, Another one might be, would be like, did you know, there are X number of horses in the USA. Like come up with a stat, come up with an engaging stat, right? Because not everyone likes the salesy ad copy, right? So if you start off with something very interesting that maybe that horse lover doesn't know about, they're also gonna be very startled and they're like, oh wow, this guy, he knows horses, or he knows, okay? So that's the first part, guys. The next part is took, right? So the tuck is actually, you know, what I've described here. Sorry. So, was the look is actually, so are you a horse lover? The tuck is actually, you know, these are not sold in stores, right? Okay. And you're saying, you know, you have to buy now, or they are gone forever. Okay, something like that, right? And the hook is buy now, share with friends, right? Share with friends, okay? So you want to, not only do you want them to buy, but you also want to encourage them to share and like, because the more shares and likes on your ad, the more Facebook is going to share, are going to allow more reach. Your frequency, your CPC goes down, your CPM goes down, and your relevance score goes closer to 10. Now guys, the relevance score is basically a score between 1 and 10, how related your product to customer match is. Okay? So that's one column. It is a column in Facebook. Okay? So you can look at that column, and maybe you have negative feedback. If you have bad comments and feedback on your ad, it may reduce the score. Okay, so keep an eye on that, guys. Okay, so that's all about ad copy, guys. I want you to be unique. Let's go here and just see, have we got any okay. I'm just going to go back here. Loving this daily step-by-step training. Another reason to stay focused on being a marketer first. Thank you, Miles. Miles, you're doing great things. I admire you. Ryan, audio and video good. Thank you so much. Your writing is very small that you were typing. Can you make it bigger? Okay, I will try and do that. By the time it's over, we're all going to be selling each other stuff. Yeah. Thank you, guys, so far. Excellent, excellent. I'll try and make my writing bigger, but again, let's see. Edit, select all, maybe 20, 30. Okay. No, let's try 18. Let's see. All right, let's go back up where I was. Okay. Life cycle. Okay, so let's just go back to here. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Someone wanted to get the text bigger. So let's see. Do we have anything in here that stands out? So here's a nice ad, right? Here's a nice background. Free, just pay ship, right? So Nightmare Before Christmas pillows, free, just pay shipping. See the way they're using emojis as well, right? So you've got to be unique, guys. Like 24-hour flash sale. This is creating urgency, right? See the way I said earlier about grab yours? So this is like I'm making a connection with the customer. I'm saying, hey, you, the person that's viewing my ad, I'm saying you grab yours, okay? And then, as you can see, I'm not using a bit.do link. I'm not using a Google link. I'm using the full URL because I've tested my ad copies, and it works better when you give the full URL. Okay. If we run out of stock, check back. See, this is great because this is like you're promoting so much exclusivity, and you're promoting like, if you don't get yours today, it's gone forever, right? For babies, here's a different type of ad, more hats. Here's another ad, glow in the dark, heart and moon, free. See the emojis again, guys? So buy it now. Look at the shares. Look at the shares, guys. So I can tell you right now that this is a high-performing product. You may look at it and think, well, it's only a simple necklace, but glow-in-the-dark heart and moon necklaces. See, the emoji elicited in response, right? The love heart. Free plus shipping, okay? Buy it now, and it's putting the link. So the targeting, whoever targeted this necklace is doing a great job, because heart and moon, maybe they're targeting like mom and daughters, but it's pretty amazing, right? Let's look some more. Just pay shipping. And what about it when I type tag share with friends? Okay, let's see what happens when I do this. So you can see see the way Chris and I have the same mentality, right? So let's go to photos maybe. And you can see here, right? Look at all the products that come up, right? All really good ad copy, really good ad copy. Proud Capricorn woman, okay? So again, the targeting is pretty easy here, guys. Pretty easy targeting. So let's go back here. So let's go to women and Capricorn. And what I like about this is that it stands out, the purple and white on the black background. Okay. The ad copy could be a bit better though. The ad copy could be a bit better. Some more. Again, guys, ad copy is so important. So as the e-commerce journey goes on, guys, you've got to be more. So as competition increases, you have to stand out from the crowd. Okay. Be unique. All right. So that's basics about ad copy, guys. Really, you may have a great product, but if your ad copy sucks, you may have a hard time getting that engagement, okay? And the other thing with ad copy is monitor your ad copy comments, okay? Some people don't know how to buy the product, funnily enough. So you may see a lot of people say, how do I buy this? Even though you put the link in the description, people are maybe focused on the ad image and they don't look at the ad copy. So have your VA or have you go down maybe every evening and reply and say, so your reply should be this: thank you so much for engaging on our product. You can get it here, and then you put in the URL. All right. And I can guarantee you, when people see that interaction, that human interaction, it's like, oh wow, this is actually a good company. They're replying to me, and etc., right? So guys, a lot of people ask me, since I've begun, was which ad copy do I use? Well, you have to test them all. Okay. So we are buying data, okay? We are using the data to see what works best, okay? typically I start $5 a day for $5 a day for each product for 5 days. Okay. So what happens is I'm all about volume, right? I am all about volume. Okay. So let's just put this here. Okay. So with this system, right, guys, I'm spending $25 on each product per week. All right. If I test 20 products, my ad spend for the week is $500. Typically, your success rate is 2 or 3 out of 10 products. Okay, guys? So if you're willing to invest, guys, remember this is a business, you know, like retail stores prior to e-commerce, retail stores had it hard. You know, they had to pay for lighting, storefront, inventory, staff, etc. Right? With e-com, startup costs cheaper. All right. Be prepared to spend money. Test. There is no substitution for testing, guys, right? I promise you guys, when you test and you put so much work into testing, you're going to be rewarded, right? You will be rewarded for your test efforts, right? Money. Okay, guys, so a lot of people say, oh, I spent, you know, $10 on a product and I haven't got any sales. Well, guys, you need to spend a lot more than that, right? You need to spend like $20 at least, right? So spend 20 or 25, spend 20 to 25, and if no sales or engagement is bad, you have a product or targeting issue. Okay, cut the campaign and start new. Okay. However, if you have a lot of likes and shares, you may need to adjust pricing or shipping or another variable. Okay, guys? Because that means that, you know, people are liking the product, but there's something else. There is something else going on, right? Maybe your website is bad, or something, or links are not working. All right, etc. Okay. So guys, be prepared to spend $20 to $25 on each product you're testing, right? Let it run. So $5 a day for 5 days, right? And here, okay, let me actually break down, right? I'm gonna break down how do I run my product tests, all right? Okay, how do I run my product test, right? Okay, so Sunday is chill, right? Okay, the start of the week is chill there, right? Monday is product research, all right? And I'm product research, right? And I'm looking at all these different sites, right? AliExpress, thisiswhyI'mbroke.com, Shut Up and Take My Money, Amazon.com, Etsy.com, Niche Miner, Wish.com, WatchCount.com, trade magazines, ASD Week, retail stores, Facebook search bar, right, guys? So on Sunday, I'm chilling out, I'm having fun. Monday, it's product research, right? Because Monday tends to be worst sales day. Hence, I put value into product. All right. Sunday, chill day and team meeting. Okay, all right. Because my team are based all over the world. Okay, team based all over the world. All right. Now, Monday product research, right? On Tuesday, launching ads. All right, launching ads, okay? So this is going to be the first 24 hours of optimization, right? So optimization is where Facebook needs time to calibrate and it needs time to optimize your product or your offer to whatever targeting you have suggested, okay? So it needs to get the algorithm going. It needs to start looking at exactly what you're wanting, right? Because the more information you give Facebook, the easier it is for them to go and find you your prospect, okay? Wednesday, right? Wednesday will be launching ads. So I'm also going to launch ads on Wednesday, right? So it'll be 24 to 48 hours. So right now, you're getting your engagement will start to come in, right, on Wednesday, okay? All right. So Thursday, big sales day. Usually, people get paid, right? Okay. Okay. So sales or purchases or add to cart should start happening. All right. Friday ads should now be fully optimized. Okay. And then Saturday, what I'll do then is I will look at the ads and I will cut losers after $25 ad spend and start duplicating the winning ad sets. Alright? The less you change your ad sets, the better. Every time you change, a component of your ad, Facebook needs to recalibrate. All right, so guys, the reason why I like to let my ad sets run and do not touch them is because, you know, every time you make an adjustment to your ad, right, you're basically upsetting the algorithm, right? Okay. Calibrate. I think that's how you spell it. Okay, I'll change that after. Okay, so the less you change your ad sets, the better. Every time you need to change a component, etc. Okay, so I will cut and be religious in your cutting of ads. Okay. Okay, because guys, over time we're going to be having so many ad sets that we're going to have winners, we're going to have losers. Okay. All right. So let's go to maybe some of these sites, right? This is why I'm broke, okay. So this is a site that I saw a few months back, and I got some ideas from it, you know, but it may not be. Is it still up? Yeah, it's still up. I'll just read some of these comments first. How many ads do you launch per day? Typically on Mondays and Tuesdays is when I launch all my ads. And honestly, right now I have 120 ad sets going right now. I have 120 ad sets, Vivian, going right now. So that would probably be, I have maybe like 50, I have 50 products running right now. If you are a beginner and you don't have a big of a budget, is it okay to test just one product a week? Joe, I mean, yes, it's okay to test one product a week, but be sure that that product you're testing has a likelihood of succeeding, right? But again, guys, you know, it's all about volume, right? I promise you guys, I promise you, right? Let me just put this down. I promise you, the more you test and put your mindset fully into this, the more you will succeed quicker, right? Okay, I promise you guys, because it's a volume game, okay? It's a volume game, right? And be impartial, right? Okay? So this site, I don't know why that's not loading, but yeah. So this is a site, let's see here. It just gives you another idea, right? It's not really showing that great to me, but there's stuff in here that you can you can check out, and it's kind of like maybe it's gone kind of X-rated. I don't know, but anyway, let's go back. So another one, guys, is shut up and take my money. Etsy. So guys, over time, when we become more comfortable, we can start putting our products on Etsy as another platform, right? So I know a lot of people selling mugs on here, etc., etc. But we're focused primarily right now, guys, on Shopify. But you can find ideas in here, right? So you can go mugs. Just let me take a drink. So Etsy, good. People sell mugs. Okay. So basically, right, let's see, email list. Yeah, Chris's computer is going slow right now, but okay, here. So again, guys, Etsy, not a great place for you to find ideas. You know, like customize, like almost, now you may speak, never mind, time to poop. So again, guys, like if you have not seen any of these designs before, there's a very, very strong likelihood that this is something you should test, right? You can test like, I like her butt, like this is for couples, so you can target people who are in a relationship or who are newlywed. So again, guys, Chris, I presume he showed you how to target people who are newlywed, 3-month newlywed, 6-month newlywed. Here's another one, the mug motivation. Again, a great design. You know, you target people who love animals. Beer drinkers, right? So there's so many different products here. Photographers, you could target people who love coffee and photography. So guys, it's all about, right? So let's go back up here. So coffee and photography, right? Okay. So let me see. I could do a Facebook ad, but I'm not too sure. Let's see. Is this Chris's? Maybe I won't. Okay. I was going to show you how I would drive traffic to a coffee and photography. It's pretty simple, right? So I do flex targeting, right? Flex targeting. So okay, so let's take one more look at this. Okay, this is a warning. At any time I may snap. This is fantastic. I mean, this is an amazing. My sister's in photography, and I'd actually buy this for her because this is really smart, you know. So let's see, right? So what I do is I would say, okay, flex targeting. I would target women in the USA, right? And I would go, because I want my audience to be highly passionate first, right? Highly passionate, right? Highly passionate audience, for starters. Why? Why, you may ask, right? Okay, why? Because we have three levels: pond, lake, and ocean. Okay, audience sizes, right? Now, guys, at the very beginning of your ad, right? At the very beginning of the ad, you need to be in this section, right? When you're launching your ad, right, you need to be in the pond section, because right now you have no engagement, you have, very little reach. So you need to really you need to go and find the people most likely to buy, right? To kick start the algo, right? To kickstart the algorithm, right? So the way I would target this mug, right, is I would say women in the USA, and I would go 22 to 64, right? I usually don't go below 22 because some of my products, they're expensive, and people below that may not have the money to spend, okay? But you should test it. You should split test it, right? Excuse me. All right. So then I would say, show me anyone who loves Canon or any other brand associated, right? All right. Then I would say, and show me women who love sites like www.fineartamerica.com, right? Because these sites are where passionate people who have art and they want to sell, right? So loves Canon or any other brand associated to cameras, right? Okay. So show me women who love Fine Art America, other websites, okay? And final, I'll do a third level flex, and show me who like photography, magazines, or forums, okay? This gives a highly targeted audience, okay? Pond stage, right? Okay, guys, that's an example. And then as you get more traffic, and I want to keep this very basic because we're still in the build stage as a community. So everyone on this 90-day challenge is still in a build stage. Throughout the course, we're going to teach you how to grow this pond stage. But first, guys, it's all about really, really, really targeted audiences, okay? And I can guarantee you, well, I won't guarantee you guys, but if someone goes and gets this design and puts it on a t-shirt, puts it on a hoodie, puts it on a poster, and they do this sort of targeting, I guarantee you're going to get sales, right? So you can switch around the targeting, but it's something like this, okay? Something like that, okay? So again, guys, let's see more. Papa Bear. This looks like a groomsman. Again, I'm actually going to be in Ireland in September for my brother's wedding. So again, this is a great idea. Really, really, really unique. You can probably, get your own customized name, etc. on it, right? So let's maybe go back to AliExpress. And typically, I'll show you how I go about. Let's see, how you on stage, email, organic. Yeah. So I can talk about email list. Okay, guys. So as you are gathering data and possible email signups, tell stories, introduce yourself, grow the following, okay? So typically the way I do my email marketing is I use MailChimp, right? So I use MailChimp, right? Now on Monday, ask about the weekend of your customer. Tell a story, okay? Storytelling, right? It's important, right? It's important to build a relationship, right? So Wednesday will be my trying to convert non-buyers to buyers. And then Thursday or Friday, my big email promotion, right? Okay, guys, so again, I won't go too much detail into it, but you should be starting your email list because, again, everybody should think. Okay, guys? So I'm going to go back to the questions. Let's see. Paul Bailey, oh my God. Love the day-by-day ideas. Thank you, Cara. Wonderful gold nuggets by the truckload. Thank you, guys. The issue is budget. Yes, I understand. Like, guys, budget is a thing, but you've really gotta, like, I want you guys to become like really focused on, like, map out your plan. What is it you want to achieve? Okay, what are your goals? Like, do you want to make $100? Well, if you want to make $100, guys, and you want to be entered into this Bora Bora trip, I want you guys to start creating a spreadsheet on how you're going to do it. Okay. So I mentioned earlier, guys, about about having the $5 a day at $5 a day for 5 days. Okay, you're going to get engagement, guys, right? So I want you to put in a plan of action, right? You know, like this is not going to happen for you guys over 2 or 3 days. It will happen for you guys in the next few weeks. I can guarantee you that, right? So the ones that are committed to make it happen, it will happen, right? So let's see. Any other questions? Let's go down to the bottom. Right, Cowboy. Yeah. Thank you. So guys, excellent. Can you share the doc? The doc will be shared at the very end, Taha. The doc will be shared, yeah. Thank you, George. Has anyone got any other questions before I might move on to more AliExpress stuff and trying to find those products? Because really, like, identifying the products is a tricky thing, right? Awesome strategy. Thanks, Damien. This is the best strategy to get real loyal customers. Yes, it is, because I'm not building a cash flow system like a once-off cash flip. I'm building long-term, sustainable brands, because at the end of the day, in a year from now, I'm hopefully going to have $1 million in revenue, right? So you can imagine what that $1 million in revenue is worth to me in terms of, like, you know, selling to an investor, right? Okay. So thank you, Lisa. What kind of ads are you using? Debbie, I'm using website conversion. Let me put that down for you guys. Ad type, website conversion, 1200 by 1200 or 1200 by 1650, depending on your product. You'll know, because when you create the 2 different versions, you'll know which one looks best. All right. The other ad type 2 is video views to get cheap clicks, right? Video views to get cheap clicks, because I can retarget them later. And retargeting, I don't want to go into retargeting right now, but again, guys, isn't this so exciting? You're building custom audiences. You're building all these people that are coming to your store. Like last night, I had 8,000 people come to the store. My goal now over the next few days is to convert a lot of those people who didn't buy into actual customers, right? And the other type, ad type is PPE, right? So PPE, right? So PPE is post-page engagement, right? So these are more likely to share. These people more likely to share, to like and comment. My typing is bad because I'm going 100 miles an hour, but it's all good. So to answer your question, use a combination of PPE and use a combination of WC purchase, right? Website conversion purchase or website add to cart. Okay. Again, guys, you're your own benchmark. You are going to have to step outside your comfort zone in the first part of your endeavors in e-commerce and try these different ad copies, right? I promise you guys, the more you try, the more you're able to analyze the data and figure out that, hey, for this type of product, PPE is not working. But for some reason, when I run a video to this necklace, the engagement is crazy high. It's because Facebook's algorithm works in such a way that the more you're able to match a product to a customer, or the more you're able to deliver an ad copy, the more Facebook is going to say, hey, this engagement is crazy. And Facebook is not really a social media company, it's an advertising company, right? And Facebook is all about getting that revenue, right? Revenue growing over months, quarter over quarter. So guys, they're constantly innovating, and you guys got to innovate with them, right? So if there's a new ad copy comes out or a new strategy comes out, you've got to adjust, okay? So any other questions? What's your average profit percentage? What's your average profit percentage on the 400K revenue? Obviously that's a personal thing, but I'm not going to tell you exactly. But generally, e-commerce runs anywhere between 18% to 30% or 35%. It's up to you really to identify those products that allows you to get the best margin. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what my margin is, but it's pretty good because I've invested so much time in perfecting the formula. Okay, guys? Any other questions? Damien, when doing Facebook advertising, are you using retargeting to build custom audiences? I'm using retargeting. I'm using lookalike audiences. I'm actually doing a lot of promotion. So I'm doing competitions. Let's write that down. So retargeting, lookalike audiences. Let's see, competitions. I'm running like these little competitions, prizes on a Friday. So I encourage people to like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment to win a t-shirt or a shirt or whatever it is, because my goal is out of that competition is to make more revenue from the engagement, right? Because my cost of the shirt is like $9, right? $9 cost of the competition, and it's a simple post, guys, on your fan page. Just go onto your fan page and say, hey guys, who wants to win a t-shirt, right? So my goal out of the competition is to make more revenue from the engagement, $9 cost of the competition. So two goals, right? So one, I want more fans, and two, more engagement, right? Because here's why I want more engagement, guys. Because when I start running that ad for real, it's already going to have that engagement necessary for Facebook to optimize. So I'm already ahead of the curve. Remember, guys, use your fans as part of your business, right? Treat them well, and they will convert. I promise you. If you are not monitoring your fan page, if you are not engaging with your fans on a daily basis, if you are not providing value, they will just go somewhere else. Okay. So again, guys, build grow and scale these assets, all right? Now, AliExpress, let's see what's going on with that. I'm just trying to log in. Chris's computer is very hot right now. He's working really hard. He's been giving massive value to you guys over the last few weeks. And, you got to realize this. Chris is a CEO of a company, hands-on training to you guys to make it work for you guys, right? There's no one else does that, right? So you've got to be appreciated. You've got to be interactive. You've got to make this work, okay, guys? John Curtis, I'm super stoked. Thank you, man. Again, I'm like you, John. I didn't know anything about e-commerce, right? I left a job. I was kind of fearful. I was like, was I making the right decision? So again, guys, massive action, I promise you. So Peter's just come into the room right now. Peter, so how are we looking right now?
You're doing awesome, guys. I mean, if this is, I want to know, this is Peter Sorensen here at Techademics headquarters. Like Damien said, Big D has been absolutely crushing it on you on the mindset, product research, selling strategies, a schedule for how he builds his business, to build, grow, and scale his business. If this has been valuable for, leave Damien, leave Chris, if this 90-day e-com challenge, or this series of daily training for free. Guys, you're going to realize some people can be charging hundreds or if not thousands of dollars for this type of information, literally hours. Damien's gone on over an hour of high-level training. If this has been valuable, let us know. Let D know in particular. Let Damien know. And share, how has this been valuable? What have you learned? What have you got from this today's session? What have you got from the previous day sessions with the Chris Record? And again, this is just day 6 of the 90-day e-com challenge. Literally, nuts and bolts training for you for free. If this has been valuable for you so far, let us know. How has it been valuable? What have you learned? And what actions have you taken, right? What actions are you going to take as a result of this training? Because it means one thing to say, hey, this is valuable. We want to get that feedback, right? And feedback's important. If there's something you want to learn more about, let us know about that too. But you know what's even more valuable is with Damien, Chris, myself, when we see you take action, we see you post screenshots, and you're getting some results. It doesn't matter whether it's $10,000 in a day or $1, $10. What matters is you're taking action and you're doing something. You're moving forward. Like Damien mentioned earlier, don't compare yourself to anyone else, right? Compare yourself to you. Are you a little bit better today than you were yesterday? Are you learning something today that you didn't learn yesterday? Are you taking an action today, tomorrow, so that next week, in week 2 of the 90-day challenge, you can be progressing. So let us know. It's been over an hour now. I'll let Damien kind of wrap up here. He's been answering a lot of questions for you, just serving massive value. Again, just giving you free, information that could literally charge for. And we're giving this to you because we want you to succeed, right? And hey, if we had information on a higher level, a little more advanced and in depth, that was a paid program or a paid product, would you guys want to learn it? If you could learn more advanced strategies and in-depth from Chris and Damien and other 6- and 7-figure sellers, would you want to be a part of that group? I'm just actually curious. But again, this is just free, right? But if you're getting value from this, obviously Techademics, we're putting on the 90-day challenge, e-com challenge here at Techademics. Obviously, Techademics, we have a school for entrepreneurs, we have classes, we have courses, we have different products that we offer our members. But again, this is just all free to help you get going. So if this has been valuable to you, let us know if this is something you want to learn more of. If you'd like to have Damien on future trainings in the 90-day challenge, let us know. Right, the feedback from you is important. Feedback that what you're learning, what you want to learn more of, who do you want to hear from. We're going to be introducing to you various trainers, various what we kind of call our e-com power sellers. Damien's one of the top sellers in our community. He's crushing it. And there's so many others. And we want to be able to feature different people that are in the Techademics community, that are in the challenge, that are getting results, right? And the really cool thing is that can be you, right? Damien didn't start off day 1 an expert, right? One of my mentors said this, and I'll let Damien jump in. Every master was once a disaster. I want you to write down, if you're taking notes, write this down. Every master was once a disaster, right? We're all new at something. We're all babies, if you will, at some point in our life about something, right? So whether it's e-commerce or whether it's a little baby learning how to walk, at the end of the day, you go from nothing, not knowing, to knowing more, to becoming to the point where you're so confident, you're so knowledgeable, you've done it so much, you just literally, it's unconsciously competent, right? But we all start unconsciously incompetent. We don't even know what we don't know, right? Now you're beginning to learn what you know as well as what you don't know. You're like, wow, I didn't know that, but you're learning. So I want you to realize every master is once a disaster. Continue to plug in, continue to take action, and do what people like Chris and Damien are teaching you. And I got to let you know too, not every single day is going to be an hour or two live, because at some point, there's a curve. There's a learning curve in the beginning, and then as you learn more, as you get going, you do a lot more doing than you do learning. And then your days become, okay, a little bit of learning, lots of doing. A little bit of learning, lots of doing. That being said, Damien, I'll let you hop in. Anything else you want to share before we wrap up?
Yeah, everything Peter said there is spot on, guys. Like 6 months ago, I didn't know Peter Sorensen. I didn't know Chris Record. I was just a guy sitting in a room looking at Chris sharing his vision for the community, etc., etc. But I made a commitment. I got my mindset right. I set goals, and I said to myself, I need to learn Facebook ads. I need to learn e-commerce. I need to surround myself with other people. I need to engage in forums. I need to set aside money. I need to sacrifice my night outs for maybe nights researching products. Okay, guys? The more you give in and the more value you provide, guys, I promise you it's going to come back to you really quickly. Okay? So there's a lot of you guys like commenting right now. You're probably going to be doing the same thing I'm doing in 6 months' time. Okay? This is a journey, guys, right? And I'm delighted to be teaching you guys. And if there's any other questions before I wrap up, thank you so much for taking time out of your day today to be on this call. It's showing that you're taking the first steps to making and creating that your brand. You're creating something that you own, right? This is your asset, okay? So a night out, Steve, a night out is like when I go drinking with my buddies, pints of Guinness and stuff like that. So guys,
The Irish entrepreneur,
yes sir. So guys, basically I'm going to let Peter wrap up. If you have any other questions, post them below. Like, share, and comment this broadcast. Like, share, and comment this live. We're going to get the engagement going, and I will answer more questions tonight. I got to go back to Facebook ads right now because I'm running.
Got to get back to business, guys.
Business.
Damien's been giving, sharing, and a wrap up. But like you said, like, comment, share, get in the group. Obviously, after this training, Chris, Damien, myself, other members obviously will be here in the group, be updating notes. You have access to these notes, right? So all of you guys, you have access. You can see their group. You'll have access. I'm not going to work with this right now, but you guys will have access to all these notes. We'll even clean them up probably too, organize them. So again, Peter Sorensen here with Chris Record and Techademics. Damien is absolutely crushing it. I like to call him the Irish entrepreneur. He's going to get back to his business now. I hope you appreciate hour plus he's devoted here to teaching you some high-level strategies. Again, only day 6. Guys, can you believe this? At one of the testimonials from the other day, I just thought this was powerful. I mean, this is just powerful stuff. Guys, again, tag, share some cool stuff there. I love that, by the way.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to wrap up today. We're going to see you in the group, obviously. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, day 7. Tomorrow will be day 7, the 90-day Ecom Challenge. If you're watching this on recording, every single day, we'll be bringing different trainers, different instructors. Again, some will be longer than others. Some will be shorter. Some days might just be a 5 or 10-minute training. Other days might be a 2-hour training, right? You just never know. At the end of the day, we're just here to give you value, here to support you, to help you build, grow, and scale a successful e-commerce business on Shopify and help all of you guys get to at least $10,000 in sales over this 90-day journey so you can have the eligibility to be entered into our 90-day Ecom Challenge sales incentive contest. Our bonus is where we're literally giving away a trip to Bora Bora. We're giving away a trip, $20,000 cash. We're giving away a late 60s muscle car, like a 19 Chevy, SS 69 SS Camaro, and it's just powerful stuff. And if you love this, you can share your challenge with the other people as well. You can actually become affiliates as well and share the challenge with others too. If you're getting value, you can do that. You can reach out to myself, Chris. We can help you do that too. So that being said, we're going to sign off here for the day, call it a day. You guys are awesome. And with that being said, we will see you tomorrow in the 90-day Ecom Challenge for day number 7. Until then, take care, take massive action. We'll see you in the Facebook group.